Hello, my name is David Taylor and I'm back with another one of my video blogs. We're into mid-February now, and as I think I explained last time at the end of January, we're very much going to be looking at stopping now over the next few videos. I will break them up for the individual plant types that there are as I stop them, just to enable you to be able to look them up if you're looking for perhaps advice on stopping individual plants. Now the first one I'm going to look at is the scented leaf types, and this is a popular plant called pink capitatum, or pink capricorn as it's often known as well. This is a plant that's used quite widely in show work, and as you can see during the autumn and over the winter this has grown on very much. It's put on a lot of growth, and I'm going to have to cut this back quite hard. Now, we're just past the 18-week stage for the national show, which this year is being held on the 20th of June. And so I know that some of the scented varieties, such as this particular one, after their stop, they do take a little while to get going. So I am doing this at almost the 18-week period. Even though, as I previously explained, my glasshouse is quite a warm glasshouse, but I'm going to go with a good sort of getting on for 18 weeks stopping on this one. So we'll close in and I'll show you some of my tips for what I'm going to do with stopping this particular plant. Right, now as I've said, this plant does need quite hard cutting back because it's already quite a large size. This is in a 6-inch pot. It's quite clean, it's not too bad at all. Now, to give you an idea of how deep I'm going to go, there's the initial stop that I'm going to do, which is relatively deep. So I want to push this back. Now there's quite a long stem that I've cut off there, but you can see it's fairly weak growth and it will sort of bush up, enable the plant to bush up quite nicely. Right, now an example of a what I call an inner cut. This is a stem that I want to stop. I'm going down quite deep, as I've explained. There's a lot of growth on this and I do want it to break quite tightly into the body. Now this is a long stem that I'm going to be cutting off here, a long thin stem. And this leaf here is what is towards the inside of the plant. This is towards the middle of the plant. So I'm going to cut literally just above that so that the break, when it begins to grow again, will form into the middle of the plant. Going to take that. There we go. That's taken that one off. Now inside we've got that cut now, so the uppermost break that's going to form a new stem will go towards the middle of the plant, and the little break that's below that, which is here, that will grow out towards the sort of bottom. The thing that you need to do though is ensure that you do that all around the plant, and ultimately what we want to do is create a good ball shape. So what I'll do now, I will finish this off and we'll come back and see what the plant looks like when I'm finished. But there we are. I've actually really trimmed this back. Some of the stems I really had to crop in order to balance the plant. If you look at it from the top, it's very much looking nice and round. It's quite dense. One thing I did forget to mention, of course, always make sure that your plant is on the dryish side before doing it, so that these stems will heal really quite quickly, particularly on a day like today. We've got a lovely day today, nice and airy, and I'll probably begin watering that again in a few days' time once I'm sure that those stem tips have healed off where I've cut it back. So there we are, that's that one, that's pink capitatum, and we'll look at some of the other types in another video.